Hey guys, welcome back to Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Last episode, we beat the Elder Shrooboid at the Star Shrine. I almost said Shrooboid Brat, but we defeated him way back at the Koopaseum. This time, after we can one-hit kill those Goombas for little EXP and coins, we are going back to Peach's Castle of the present to make our final preparations for the last area of the game, and then setting off for Shroob Castle, Peach's castle in the past, which has been taken over by Princess Shroob, and where Princess Peach and the last Cobalt Star Shard is. Oh yeah, we also found the last two Cobalt Star Shards. I probably should have mentioned that. Anyway, first things first, we're going to want to go to Fawful, because we finally have 90 beans, and so can wear the Ulti-Free badge. I've thought about what I want our final badge setup to be. I'm going to put the Ulti-Free badge on Mario, and then we're going to go and change up our gear a little bit. First things first, let's go into badges. We're going to want to keep the treasure badge, but I think I'm going to put that on Baby Luigi instead, because I want to put the dynamic badge on Luigi. This is a strategy I mentioned where we can either use the Ulti-Free badge or use two Bros items. We could use a dynamic badge A, but that uses up 4 Bros items, and as much as they hand out Bros items, I still don't want to use that much. Anyway, I'm gonna go in... Crap, I think I just forgot what badge... Oh yeah, the treasure badge. I completely forgot what the badge is called for a second. But, I think I'll put that on Baby Luigi, because the counter badge is pretty good in Baby Mario, although I'm gonna see if there's anything else we might want to do. I'm not really seeing that much, honestly. Yeah, I think we're pretty much set for that. Now that we have all the badges we can get, let's finally resurface from the sewers and make our way back to Peach's Castle, well, above ground. This is the point I was mentioning, where you have to have unlocked this pipe in order to finish the game. I do not know if that rumor about the block appearing is true or not. However, there is in fact a way to get back to Peach's Castle if you have not entered the sewers at this point. If you get a game over, either through the Goombas or through one of the enemies in the Star Shrine or any of the other available areas, you have an option to restart the game from Peach's Castle. So there is a way to make it back to the castle, although it's very difficult to do so, considering you have to get into a bunch of battles and just let the enemies wail on you, but it is nonetheless possible. So you are not soft-locked out of completing the game, but it's very difficult to get back into it. But with that said and done, let's talk to Professor Egad again. Hey now, back at last! You've collected quite a few of the Cobalt Star Shards now, haven't you boys? Why, you've got 5 of the Cobalt Star Shards. There's only 1 more to go. Professor, we have data about that Cobalt Star. It appears to possess the power to remove the barrier from the past castle. How'd you come to that conclusion? I mean, unless the Cobalt Star itself told you. It did! The spirit of the star materialized before us and gave us that very information. I see. Well, if you got it straight from the star's mouth, it's probably accurate. The end's in sight, guys. We'll think good thoughts until you're all safely back here. The time hold to the past castle is on the 3rd floor, fellers. You stay out of trouble now. Although I guess that's not really an option at this point.
Oh no!
Haha, I killed your brother and there's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, now with the last cutscene we need to go up completed, I should also mention that if you try to go up, some toads will block your path. Be like, the professor wanted to talk to you! So let's go and stock up on some gear and Bros items before we go. We have royal trousers and royal pants to buy in the store that are pretty good on their own, but enemies coming up will be dropping better items, so I won't be going through that. You have Dream Badge A, which is a better Dream Badge, Cure Badge A, better Cure Badge, and Shroob Badge A, which is a better Shroob Badge. I'm satisfied with what we have so far, so I don't think we'll be getting any gear. However, for items, first things first, I'm going to want to sell some stuff. We're not going to have that much of a need for max mushrooms, considering there's not that much of a difference between our total HP and, well, 80 HP. Or I guess the better wording of that would be Mario and Luigi's HP doesn't really go that much above 80, so we might as well just get the cheaper version of that. Now, for Bros items, you can get red shells and mixed flowers. Personally, I think this is the point where I'm just gonna splurge completely on Bros items. I'm gonna get some ice flowers, about 12 of those since they're gonna be very useful. Let's get some more smash eggs. Trampolines as well. I figure if we have 40 or 45 of each, we should be good. Yeah, I know we have the Ulti-Free badge, but it's better to be prepared. Copy flowers, let's get 12 of those. Ooh, that's a lot for red shells, and I do want some mixed flowers. Let's get 6. There we go. I think we are pretty much set for Bros items. Now that we've done that, there is another thing I want to show off here in the castle. Before I record this, I went through the castle to make sure there's nothing else we were missing, and I found out that in the portal to Holly Jolly Village there actually is a block and some bean spots on higher ledges that we missed. The reason for that is because, well, there's just no reason to come back over here after the initial scene. And there's this guy. I jumped into that time balloon back in time and a huge monster chased me. Never again. I will never mess with time travel again. Monsters, man. So people have wondered if this is meant to hint at a super boss of sorts, but if you go back to Holly Jolly Village, there's nothing new there. So the only conclusion to make is that he just wet himself at the site of one of the Shrooblets, which is actually pretty funny, not gonna lie. Anyway, let's go up here, get the Item Fan Badge. What does that do? I'm having some difficulty recalling that. Increases your attack item power, but increases jump and hammer power. I think that would be useful in boss fights, but not so much in regular enemy fights. There's only one more line of dialogue I want to show off in the castle, however, and that will be on the second floor. Going into this area on the right, I found this amazing book, Fungicide, the epic battle for the Mushroom Kingdom. It's all about the invasion, it's got details on the Shroob aliens and everything. Huh? Do you want to know how it all ends? Well, first of all, shame on you. Read books, don't cheat. Besides, the page is torn out. So I have no idea. It's driving me crazy. I wish I could ask this author, Kylie Koopa. So, I mean, by the nature of time travel, we already know that the Shroobs were eventually defeated and Kylie Koopa turned back if she could, like, write that book and have it still be in the present timeline. And we could also check in on Toadsworth. Princess! Fatus once again treated the princess cruelly. I actually skipped the dialogue, and the old me is all but collapsed in despair. As he's really me, I feel I must do something to cheer him up. Do you have anything to say, but probably not since you're a baby? I thought not. I cannot allow the other Toads to see Toadsworth in such a state. And that's about it. Let's head up to the third floor. I almost said second floor, and we're on the second floor. You know, I feel like you really should be able to read these signs. Past the bridge that Bowser broke? Well, we can talk to you. So you're about ready to set off into the past, aren't you? I just know that you'll be able to rescue the princess. I believe in you. I'll be waiting back here with bells on. Let's go up the last set of stairs that, I mean, we've already been up it. But it's good to be dramatic every now and then. Now you can go right in through the time hole, but I want to check the balcony to make sure there aren't any beams we can get, because I think there may be? There we are. There's the one bean on that ledge that we can get now that we can spin the babies up with the spin jump. And can we actually get it from this area? Yes, we can. No, we can't. Not unless we, like, time it right. There we go. We have 3 beans under our belt, and we probably won't be able to afford anything else unless we go back to Swamp Caverns. Well, except for, like, the 10 bean badge that Fawful has. Before we go back, let's just save one last time. At last, Mario has all 5 Cobalt Star Shards. Now you can enter Peach's Castle of the past from the 3rd floor of the present-day Peach's Castle. You must hurry and save the Shroobified Tober and Kylie. Let's go. Princess Peach's Castle of the Past, aka Shroob Castle. By hinges and handles! The Cobalt Star is reacting with extreme agitatification. Stupendous! Now we can gain access if you follow. The Shroods have certainly made us their stronghold. Loathing cycle activated. Remain alert and keep your eyeballs open, all of you. Back to adventure.
Okay.
I just have to say, the bottom of these Shroob statues up here kind of make them look like Kirby. I wonder what happened if he ate them. Welcome to Shroob Castle, the taken over and infested version of Peach's Castle. Starting off, we have Tashruba, which is the palette swap of the Tanubas from Bomb Volcano. Their attacks are much faster than the Tanubas, although they follow the same basic premise. They can spin around, and they can also launch into the air and turn into a swamp or an orange ball, and you have to react in appropriate times, the times of which differ a lot. Nothing we can do over here. There's another Tashruba there, but first things first, we want to go over to the left, because there's another new enemy alongside some copy flowers. These guys are snooze orbs. They will not attack you until you attack them. However, we have Ulti-Free badge, so how about we just try to obliterate them with a mix flower? This is why the Ulti-Free badge is such a great badge. If you have a high enough speed and attack, you can effectively just wipe the battlefield as soon as you set foot onto it, get a lot of EXP, and then move on with the game. There are also 3 blue pipes here, very similar to the ones we saw in Swamp Caverns, so those are basically going to be our return pipes for this area as well. We have quite a long dungeon ahead of us, as befitting a final area. I'm going for the orange ball. I'm not sure why I emphasized ball there. Let's go for red shell. Alright, 43 damage on the one guy, and we also obliterated the last one. Are you going for your spin around thing? As with the Tanubas, if they jump straight up, they'll go for Mario first, and if they flip around, they'll go for Luigi first. Mario makes it to level 24, so that's an increase to his speed. 6, let's go! Luigi also makes it to level 24. That'll be another speed increase. Alright. 3. At least we got the 6 for Mario. And going over here, we have another one of the Explore a Maze in the Dark segments that we can just completely cheat by using the open the menu trick. I still can't believe that actually works. Let's send the shine block up and see what we got. Refreshing herbs. I forgot to do the thing where you close the menu. Alright. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I did it right. There we go. You can still see the outline pretty well. And that platform is raised, so we can't jump onto it until we... Wait. Oh. I was about to say, did that just straight up light the room up and not let the light fade away, but nah, it just fade away right after? Okay. I'm still just in disbelief that this actually works, and I didn't know about it until just the last recording, which, like, I recorded yesterday. Alright, 2 red shells, not too shabby. I'm just glad we don't have to do that thing where the babies have to hit the block and cause that kind of platform to just move around really slowly. Because I really just didn't like that navigation system. A lot of coins, already have hundreds more than what we spent in the shop. And here we go out. If our experiences with pink blocks tell us anything, this is going to be our key forward. Now we just help more parasitic mushrooms grow all over the castle. Good for us, I guess. Over here, let's start a battle with these snooze orbs and see what they're capable of. The tells on these guys are really weird for one specific attack. Once you attack them, they'll wake up and initiate a normal battle cycle. Okay. If the steam comes out of their left side of their head, they'll attack Mario, and if it comes out of the right side of their head, they'll attack Luigi. However, sometimes they'll actually fire a laser beam above your head, in which case jumping will cause you to take damage. For the longest time, I could not figure out what the tell was to figure out if it was going to be a fake out or not. If you want to know what it is? You have to pay attention to the way the energy gathers before they hit the laser. If the energy gathers in a straight line, then it's going to be an ordinary attack. However, if it swirls ever so slightly, it will be a fake out. They also can use a laser sweeping attack where they go for one bro and then to the next one. For years, I was stumped on how you're supposed to figure out what they were going to do. And I just figured it out. Well, actually, no, I didn't figure it out today. I shouldn't make myself sound smarter than I actually am. I was doing research, and I realized I actually had forgotten how to look up the tell in all my research for this game. And I still just can't believe it's such like a remote detail. I never thought to pay attention to the way the energy gathered, but that is how you're supposed to figure out whether they're gonna attack, if they're gonna do a fake out attack or not. At first I thought it was gonna be if they got angry or not indicated that it was gonna be a fake out, but that's not how it works. That we have quite a bit of a dungeon ahead of us, like I mentioned earlier. Next episode of Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, we explore the second floor of Shroob Castle. See you guys next time.